Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a...
Could be an alley. Takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Power. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Creates a little room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Fires to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option. The pitch. There's a crease. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Kane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Auburn lines up quickly. The run inside, it's Cobb. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Gotta establish the line of scrimmage.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Handoff, Caden Durham.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Levin. Flips it out to the back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And no no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense out onto the field. They kicked the field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. But he's loose on the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He breaks a tackle. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football.
Might have a chance. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Nathan.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it right down the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. Yeah. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there, but whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Sweet cut there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. The option look. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get...
Makes the grab in their space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Here's a give to Durham. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Buys a little time. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
It is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our wraparound with ECU taking on the number 17 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Pirates with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Here now some other games you may have interest in.
It's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Makes a grab and room to run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Looking for room, it's Cobb. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Maybe some room here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback adapting. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on 3rd down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buying some time as he moves left.
And defense is about being great in the great situations, on the 3rd downs. Goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down there.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch in the end zone for 6. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. tall. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Oh, they're after him. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Durham one more time. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now on the option. Quick toss. Here's a little room there. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Running inside. It's Durham. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Levin. On the move to his left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, so nice to have a QB when you need him in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. 214 close. 214 close.
Quarterback keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caden Durham again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And some room to work.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
There's some room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now. Brown wants to pass. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this.